You wanted to do Stories from the Sky. Is that right, sir?
Yep.
Is that your testimony? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we love it. And stuff's going on all the time in the world of aviation. This is Stories from the Sky.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane! Everybody strap in!
Start right in the sky. American Airlines had a plane drop 15,000 feet in 3 minutes.
What?
Flight from Charlotte to Gainesville. Charlotte, North Carolina to Gainesville, Florida. Airline officials say the crew reported a possible issue with pressurization. No. The plane did land safely with no reported injuries. One passenger, a University of Florida professor, said that tensions were high on board as the plane dipped.
I bet. Tensions were high is probably an understatement.
Right.
We're going down, people.
I've flown a lot, he said. This was scary. Kudos to our amazing flight crew, cabin staff, and pilots on American Air 5916.
My bad. I'm sorry.
The photos cannot capture the burning smell, loud bang, or ear pops. Wow, that's a very dangerous hat trick. Burning smell, loud bang, or ear pops.
That's
no
not
bueno.
fake. That's real.
Other passengers also praised the crew. Delta showing the problems began roughly 40, it was an American Airlines flight. Data shows that the problems began 40 minutes into flight. The altitude drop took place between the 42nd and 45th minutes of the flight. The plane descended 18,000 feet over the course of less than 3 minutes, but 15,000 of those were in 3 minutes. It moved from 30,000 feet to 10,000 feet. Scary. The American official statement is, while in flight, the crew received an indication of a possible pressurization issue and immediately and safely descended to a lower altitude.
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
No, I don't know. We apologize to our customers for any inconvenience, and thank you for your...
Everything is going extremely well.
Inconvenience, my ass. What are your thoughts when the plane is dropping that many thousands of feet in that many minutes, in 3 minutes, and you feel that yourself plummeting toward the earth in a metal can? Your thoughts are, my thoughts would be, well, I guess this is my moment.
Yeah.
Party
well,
over.
when you put it that way, Kim,
Sayonara,
it does sound
sucker.
a little...
No.
Yeah. It's a sayonara sucker moment.
Sayonara, sucker.
Oh, wow. But we'd like to give you a coupon for a free meal on our next flight.
No.
Meantime, U.S. Airlines scramble to avoid cancellations after a massive recall of 1,200 jet engines. Know what on that, Albert?
What?
Several U.S.-based airlines are reportedly working hard to avoid cancellations after Pratt & Whitney announced a massive recall of some 1,200 jet engines.
What's wrong with them?
JetBlue, Spirit, and Hawaiian are among the companies that are shifting ground crews and changing flight schedules after last month's announcement that P&W, as they call, Pratt & Whitney, was removing the geared turbofan engines that were found to be tainted with microscopic contaminants. The contamination is said to pose a danger that could cause cracks in certain parts of the engine.
Oh, no.
The GTF engine, which is said to be used by dozens of foreign and domestic airlines, is one of two that can be fitted to the Airbus A320neo, which is the top-selling aircraft in the world. European carrier Wizz Air and India's Go First are among the carriers that have had to ground aircraft as a result of this engine recall. Spirit, the seventh largest domestic airline in the U.S., told investors earlier this month that the recall will leave the company with fewer aircraft to fly as well as an overstaffing problem, which is going to impact operations in the fourth quarter. So they're looking at the money part of it. JetBlue is the sixth largest domestic carrier, said in an earnings call that they're looking to lease engines in hopes of minimizing the damage to their schedule. In other words, we're trying to take whatever self-help measures are available, they say. It's going to depend on the availability of the parts that require replacement, say both carriers. The limited availability of replacements for these engines had already limited Hawaiian's ability to make full use of its Airbus fleet. It grounded a bunch due to lack of engines. Pratt & Whitney is a subsidiary of RTX, the aerospace and defense contractor formerly known as Raytheon. So this is pretty big news. May your engines not be Pratt & Whitney. That's my wish for my audience. Albert, do you want to run this? Is this a TikTok thing on the Delta flight?
I think in that story they don't have it, but you could just go over the story. The TikTok is I guess
Okay.
we could just run it.
It's whatever you want.
Please see me at the podium. At this time, I'm offering $700, ladies and gentlemen. Offering $700. $1,100, ladies and gentlemen.
This is to give up your seat on the flight from $700 to $1,100.
I said
guy's not
$1,100. Pittsburgh. I'm speaking to Pittsburgh passengers. You're not from Pittsburgh, sir. And you're not going to Pittsburgh.
Oh, somebody who's now people are stepping up from all over the airport.
Look, I want 1,100.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now they're at $1,200.
$1,200.
Yeah.
Oh.
$1,200. You receive your compensation in the form of a gift card, American Express, MasterCard, Visa, Amazon, Best Buy, Airbnb, just to name a few. It's your choice.
Wow, Albert, it's pretty good. I told you, what did I tell you I get, Kim, when, from Washington, D.C.? For, it was a first-class seat, and there were no more seats. And they said, if you'll take a coach seat. Did I tell you what it was, Albert? What was that? They gave me, I want to say it was $1,500.
They probably gave you some flight credit, right? Some flight credit.
But the thing you have to do is, if you have a flight, already, you paid a bunch of money for that seat, so it can't be less money they're offering. You know what I mean? So to be fair, if you have a first class seat, it costs you a couple $1,000. You need to get to a couple $1,000 as the offer. So in the case of a coach seat, if you're getting $1,200, generally speaking, that's covering you on coach and giving you a little walking around money on top of that, isn't it?
Yeah,
No.
free rebook, a hotel probably. If it's like an overnight flight, if there's no other flights available, so it's a pretty sweet deal.
The most I've ever gotten was $1,600 from United, says Heather. Yeah, mine might have been. I think mine was $2,000.
I think United. I think if you find an important person there, the important person could give you upwards towards $2,000, and if you're on an international flight, you could go a crazy amount.
Wow, good knowledge from Albert.
Albert, thank you.
Yeah, that's Stories from the Sky for today.
Hold it, I'm finding it.
Whoever is reducing.
This has been Stories from the Sky. The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, and you are now free to move about the cabin.
We finish as we started. Rickety. But we got to a lot of stuff today.
We did.
Got to a lot of stuff. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.